Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday stamping, everyone. Hello, Mallory and Kay and Carol and Joyce and Luana. And just excited about tonight's project with you all. I was having so much fun with it today. So I'm calling it, what am I calling it? Debossed Ink Resist. Okay, so I'm doing a couple of things with an embossing folder. I am going to, of course, emboss the paper with the embossing folder, but I'm also going to use Versamark ink and do some heat embossing with it also. So yeah, and then we're going to do some smooshing with the ink and making a really cool background. So I'm excited about this tonight. Now, we have a huge announcement, and that is, well, first of all, let me ask you, did you get your email this morning announcing the sale that's starting tomorrow? Actually, it's starting tonight at midnight, and rumor has it people are setting their alarms to get up. It's midnight Mountain Time, so that'd be 1 a.m. Texas time, Central Time, 2 a.m. Eastern, but only 11 p.m. California time, Pacific time. So, but that's when it starts. But the thing is, it's 20% off of paper, all paper. So in the annual catalog, but that's all the colored cardstock. That's your white and vanillas and wow, it's going to sell out fast because you've got hobbyists who, well, first of all, they do craft fairs, and so they need tons of cardstock. Then you've got demonstrators who have tons of customers that buy their card kits, so they need tons of cardstock. So everybody's going to be, really replenishing their stock. So just a heads up. Some people, rumor has it, are going to set their alarms tonight. I don't know. Hopefully there will be enough left over for the rest of us who are going to wake up in the morning and put in our order. But it is while supplies last. They are not, it's just 3 days. Ribbon is 10%. And then the inks. Like, let's say there's some inks that you haven't got yet, like maybe the pecan pie because it's new and you already had a brown. This would be a great time to get it because it's 15% off the pad, the refill, the blends, and you can get the marker packs in the markers are sold in families. You can't get the all four in one bundle because that's already discounted at 10%, and they're not going to put 20% on top of 10%. So bundles don't count, only the individuals. But our markers are in a group of families. So you would buy the entire, let's see, neutrals. Pecan pie would be in neutral. So you buy all the neutral markers at once. But anyways, I could go on and on about it. But yeah, big sale. So excited about it. Okay. And also, if you go over $50, use the host code because I'm giving away those 12 free card tutorials, Christmas card tutorials. And it's going to include card sketches. I don't think I mentioned that, but there's card sketches in with the tutorial. So measurements, all kinds of goodies. I'm trying to make it a really good value for you guys. Anyways, okay, let us get on with tonight's stamping and make sure I've got everyone in the house here. Okay, let's switch to that. Whoops. Oh, no, I did the wrong one. How do okay, wait a minute. I think I can. Can I do that? Can I do that? Yes. Oh, I'm so smart. All right. Who do we got here? We have in the house. I left off with Luana. We got Rosie and Jay. Luana says, did you circulate the 10th of November Friday Fun Fold? I'm pretty sure I did. The 10th of November. So that would be this past Friday, right? Did I not send out the newsletter? I thought I did. I will double check though, Luana. If I did not, I'll get that out right away because I know I worked on it. Doesn't necessarily mean I sent it. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully I did. But if I didn't, if I did and you didn't get it, I'll just send you a copy. So, okay, just let me check on that after tonight. Maria is here. Hello. Yes, I am happy you're here live too. Got Katie. And Katie, I'm sorry I didn't see your message earlier today. You'd asked me to call you. I still had my phone on Do Not Disturb for where I was doing some tutorials earlier. I apologize. Tony, Carrie is here. Amy, hello, Amy. I had so much fun with you Saturday. Amy Garcia, she's on my team, and she came over for on stage, and we were making fun stuff together. Let's see, we got Anne, and let's see, we got repeats here. We got Karen and Marie, Jill, Vicky. Jean, oh my gosh, we just have they just keep adding, and then my name's like move, and I'm like, who is her? Julie and Rosie, I love it. Mickey, love it. Okay, tonight's project. So you're going to need some things. First thing you're going to need is watercolor paper. Okay, it seems dark tonight. Does it seem dark tonight? Oh well, I have all my lights on, but watercolor paper. You're going to need an embossing folder, and I am using the distressed, any embossing folder will work, but because I love this distressed one, and it's going to go really good with the card design that I have. This is the embossing folder I'm using. And what else we're going to need? We're going to need clear embossing powder. Where did I put my embossing powder? Did I put it back? Yes. I cleaned up my mess, and then I put away all the stuff I need. Okay. Oops. And I think I hit my camera. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're going to need our embossing buddy. We're going to need something to catch our powder with. Now, you can use either white or clear. I did mine in clear. White would work just as well, but it doesn't matter because your paper's white. So the clear, where the ink doesn't hit, the paper will show through the clear. Let's see, what else do we need? We need, Versamark ink, of course. There it is. All right, Versamark ink. A heat tool. Okay, you're going to need a non-stick craft mat to put ink. We're going to smoosh ink, and we're going to spray it with water. So if you don't have a craft sheet, this is a real good thing to have. We have a silicone sheet, which works, but it's just really small. The silicone sheet will work. It's not white, so you can't see the color real well. But I just got this from a local craft store, but it's heat resist, so it can take up to 500 degrees heat. You'll want something like that. And what else do we need? Oh, we need a water spritz. What I do with my water spritz, here it is. Water spritz. And we need water markers. Okay, remember we have two different kind of markers. These are the kind that come in family packs. So like this is the pecan pie, but you can't buy this one by itself. You have to buy it with the whole neutral family. Okay, all 10 of the colors that come in the markers. These are water-based. These are the same ink that's in the ink pad. The blends are alcohol-based. You do not want blends on this project. Please do not use blends, because blends are permanent markers. You don't want permanent. Okay, I think I've been pretty clear about that. And I'm using, what am I using here? I've got some kind of blue, blueberry. I got blueberry. I've got pretty peacock and pecan pie. So nice fall colors there. And what else do we have? Okay, so those are all the tools we need. Okay, those are all the tools, and that and a cut and a trimmer, a paper trimmer. So we need a paper trimmer. All right. Then we need all the cardstock and everything, but I'll get into all that in a minute. What I want to do is show you what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the technique, and then I'm going to put the card together. Okay. And I will repeat how I put how I did this technique, because it is a lot of fun, and you should try it with different folders. But you do need Versamark. You need clear or white. You need a embossing folder, and you need watercolor paper. Okay. Regular white cardstock will just get, the water it'll warp too easily. Watercolor paper is perfect for water. Okay. All right. So the first step, first of all, if you're using a Stampin' Up embossing folder, of course, this works on any embossing folder, but you want to ink the side that presses into the paper. Okay, so that we know that it's the side with the Stampin' Up emblem. I don't know how other folders work, but I know Stampin' Up, the top is the one with the Stampin' Up. And so I'm going to put Versamark there. Let me open it up, and let me get this out of the way and get my Versamark pad. And I am just going to squish my pad on here. All right. And hopefully that's good. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is a real messy card. It's so fun though. Oh my gosh. All right, so there we go. And now I'm just going to run this through the machine. And if you're using, oh, one more thing. If you're using a 3D embossing folder from Stampin' Up, you use the regular plate, okay, just the base plate, nothing extra, okay. If you usually use the magnetic plate, don't use that. It's too thick. Use just the regular base. Then you only need one. So then you put your folder on there, and then you just need the specialty plate on top, not the regular cutting plate. This is a specialty plate. All right. So if you were ever having trouble getting sandwiches for the 3D embossing folders, that's the trick. Okay. And going through the machine. There we go. All right. So now that I've got that, and of course, I can't see because it's, clear on white. Can't see what I'm doing here, but that's okay. I know it's on there, or at least I'm trusting it's on there. Now I need, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shoot. I always get so excited about showing you all the project that I forget to do steps, and I even have it on there. Rub the watercolor paper with the embossing buddy so you get the static, so you only get the powder where the ink is. But oh well, okay, that's just the way it goes. We didn't do it. Now to cover this thing with powder, and it took me a couple of times to get it all on there. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to put this back in and do it again, make sure I got it everywhere. Okay. Everywhere. Yep. Okay, hopefully that's good. Like I said, you can't see, so you're just kind of guessing. But it's fun. Like I said, this is fun. Oh my gosh. Like, I had so much fun today doing these. Okay, let's put all this away so it's out of our way. And now you just have to bear with me while I heat emboss this because it's loud. So I have a question. Has anyone ever done this with your cards before? Has anyone ever done this before? This is going to take a while. I apologize. Yep. Got a lot to heat here. But once it starts turning shiny, then it goes a lot faster. Are any of you going to set your alarms for tonight and try to get that sale early? And remember, if you're a demonstrator, and this is one of the biggest benefits about being a hobby demonstrator or a demonstrator, is not only do you get the 20% off the paper, but after they take the 20% off the paper, then you get your discount on top of that. So, and then if you are bronze and elite and above, you get 25%. So tonight, when I put my order in, I'll get the 20% off the paper, 15 off the ink, and 10 off the ribbon. And then I get 25% off of that. So that's why it goes, that's why it runs out so fast, because demonstrators get such a great deal. They really save money, and they take advantage of these sales. So if you ever thought, oh, I don't think I'd spend that much as a demonstrator, you'd be surprised. All right, it's starting to look really shiny. I really should be using a tool to hold this. It's getting kind of hot. All right, let me look under the, oh no, I got quite a while to go. Hold on. Yep. One thing you can tell is when you put it in the light, if there's any area that doesn't have shine, you know it hasn't melted yet. Oh gosh, I really apologize. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. Okay. Gosh darn. I either don't have powder there or it's not melting. I don't know. Oh no, it's melting. Okay, hold on. I got to get something to hold this. My hand's getting hot. There we go. Now I can really get in there. Okay, one more time. Let me double check. All right, I've got gloss. Oh, whoop, still have need that spot. Okay. I still need that spot. And still need that spot. Good grief. Okay, one more time. Just looking good. All right, I think I got it all. Okay, if I didn't, oh well, we'll find out. Okay, let's get all this out of here. So now, this is where the fun part comes in, okay? Get all this. I don't need my paper anymore. I need this slick water, this mat to hold my watercolor on, okay? All right, how we doing, everybody? Make sure I don't have any questions. All right, so Tanya says, what time does the sale start? Okay, Pacific time, it would start at 11 p.m. because they are 1 hour before Mountain Time. It starts midnight Mountain Time, okay? So, awesome. Nope, I don't see any other questions. Okay, good. Now, we need some color here. Now, I'm only using the blue and the green first. Hold the brown off to the side, okay? That's very important. So I'm going to come over here where the light is a little better, I hope. And I'm using the brush end, and I'm just putting a bunch of ink on here, just scribbling it on there, okay? And then scribbling some blue on there. And let's see, put some more green on here. I don't want it to be completely like just green and in one section and blue in another. I probably should have made smaller sections of ink, but that's all right. Once we get all the water on here, we can move it around. Okay, here we go. We're going to spritz it really good. Oh, I'm running out of water. All right. I'm going to have to get some more water. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. Here we go. And you squish it in there, okay? Just kind of squish it in there. And then squish it in there. Squish it in there. All right, that looks good. I like it. Now, get a paper towel or something to wipe this off with. Hold on, where's my, there it is. I use these rags. Okay. And you may even want, I got a lot of water on there. You may want to take some of that water off of there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. All right. Whoops, there. Okay. Now, once this dries, okay, so you need this to dry. We're going to put some brown in there. So we're going to make it really look, oh, what am I trying to say? Distressed. We're going to make it look really distressed. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I ran out of water in this thing. I've been, like I said, I've been playing with this all day today. go. Sorry about that. Yeah, watercolor plates are okay, except you need it. It can't really be curved, okay? So you need it to, you need to be able to squish the paper in. So like that. So I'm just getting a little brown there, a little brown there. Actually, that's all the brown I really want. Yeah, maybe a little there. Okay, that's enough brown. Don't want too much brown. I'll take away from the pretty blues. Okay. Now, what do you think? Is that just the coolest look or what? And it turns out different every time. And of course, you can use different colors and all kinds of fun stuff. But here is the one I did earlier, because this has to dry before you can work with it. So I'm just going to put that to the side and I'll do that. But this was the one I did earlier today. Almost looks the same, not quite. Let me show you the difference. So kind of the same, a little different. And let's decorate this thing. So do you all have our magical meadows? I especially love the paper. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. But I'm not using the paper tonight. I made my own paper. But the Magical Meadows has May the Season of Sparkle Bring Joy and Light. Now, it doesn't have Merry Christmas on here or Happy Holidays or anything. So I got another stamp set that says Merry Christmas. And this is the Celebrate with Tags and has a good sized Merry Christmas. And I'm going to put that on the inside of my card. But the outside of my card, I'm going to do May the Season of Sparkle Bring Joy and Delight. That's what I'm going to put on here. And I'm going to do a cluster, okay? First of all, we need a card base. And I was trying to decide which card base I wanted. Yeah, I got both of them out because I didn't know. So I was thinking that, which that looks pretty, or flip it around and do that. So I think that brings more of the green out that way. Let me show you again. So this way or this way. What do you guys think? While you all are deciding on that and helping me out with that, I've got some pieces I've already cut out. So this is, I did this in Lost Lagoon instead of Pretty Peacock. Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, they are perfect complements to each other. They're just one shade off of each other. And so they really work well. Kind of call them color buddies. Here we go. So here's a stamp set. So I did this stamp here in the Lost Lagoon and cut it out. Like I said, I've got the May the Sparkle. I already did that. Oh, and I used, what other dies did I use? I used the corner. Help me out here. It'll come to me. Countryside Corners. So this smallest one is for that. And then I did two. I did one in the brown. I didn't know if I was going to like it with the pecan. So like that. Or if I was going to like it like this. I mean, I've got two of them to do. So I'll do one and one the other way. This one would be peacock, pecan, peacock, or peacock, pecan, pecan, which I like that. Or, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is why it's hard for me to decide. Pecan, peacock, pecan, or pecan, peacock, peacock. All right, let's see what we got. Choices. So far, we've got, wow. Brown on the bottom. So, okay, you have the blue one, but I don't know if you meant on the bottom or the top. Okay, brown on the bottom, please. Brown under the white. Green. I know that I'll have to be sharing this with some of my stamping friends. Well, of course, Cindy. Yes. Peacock as the layer, okay? Green with brown on bottom. The last chance list is out already. Yes, it is. For those of you who are demonstrators, there was an email sent out today with a link that goes to promotion page for the last chance sale. And for the rest of you, for the customers, that's not for a while. We're going to have the seasonal sale first before we have the last chance sale. All right, pretty peacock under the watercolor paper. All right, it looks kind of tied here. All right, Gail, the sale starts at midnight Mountain, so you just have to figure out where you are for that. I'm going to go with the brown on the bottom. And so that means I need to cut my peacock so that it is 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. Oh, and I need to score my pecan. Oh, that was so funny on stage. She called it pecan. I was like, it's not a pecan. Okay. And so then we'll do that. So let me get some glue here. And I need to trim my watercolor paper down too. I'm going to cut it down another 1/4 inch. So it will be at 3 1/4 by 5. So I'm just going down 1/4 inch each time. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, then 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one will be 3 3/4 by 5. Now, I can tell where the embossing folder is on both of these sides. So I am going to cut down so both of the edges are off. Does that make sense? So then 3 3/4 is right there. There we go. Okay. And then the same thing with the 5. There's a lot. This looks okay up here, so I don't need to trim much, but this down here really needs to come off. So I think I'll just do maybe 1/8 of an inch up here. There we go. And then cut this at 5. There we go. Okay, now we have a nice clean layer. And I'm going to use glue on here because it's textured and sometimes the tape doesn't stay stuck. And I know the glue will. Okay. And so that is going to go right there. Isn't that pretty? Now, one more thing I do. If you all have the big, gigantic block, acrylic block, that is a great weight to hold that still while you're working on the rest of the card. Okay, while we're doing that, we're going to make our layer. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the pecan one on this card, and I'll use the other one on the next card that I'll do later. So now another thing I've done, I cut these out with, so this die set has 2 sheets. It's got lots of dies. And I did adhesive back. I put the adhesive sheet on the back of these and just cut them out of white. These 2 here. There's lots to choose from. I mean, you can just, there's even snowflake embossing. This is such a great die set. All right, so I have those, okay? And then I also have the Lost Lagoon piece. Oh, Lord have mercy. What? Okay. I know I had it because I was showing it to you guys. And of course, you know, I'm just kind of going everywhere here. All right, come on, where are you? Ah, there it is. Okay, so then we've got that piece, and then we'll put this on top. Now, I did the sentiment in the peacock so it would be darker, okay? Oh, and before I do any of that, though, I want to put ribbon on the back. And instead of doing the back and forth like I usually do, I'm going to do that kind of ribbon like, I don't even know what you call that, but where it's just one loop. Whoops, there you go. Where it's just one loop. Okay. And where's my tape runner? Tape runner, where did you go? There you are. Okay. And now, if you want your ribbon to go this way, whoops, I'm out of the camera, sorry. If you want your ribbon to go this way on your card, then when you're taping it to the back, you want it to go the opposite opposite. Okay. Just a little tidbit there for you. All right. And I don't need much. There we go. That looks good. So like that. Now I'll trim this in a minute, but I need to finish doing the rest of it. Okay. So then I'm going to put that on dimensionals. We need to take this and where are my tweezers? Here they are. Take the backing off. There we go. Ooh, this is going to be difficult. Okay, let me, if I go from this end. Yeah, this will be easier. There we go. Okay, and put that there. And then this one. I love making clusters. So to make a cluster, the art to making clusters is first you need a base. And in this case, it's this pecan pie piece here. Then you need some sprigs or some spray. And so that's what this part is. If you want a ribbon in it, you can put a ribbon behind it if you wish. You don't have to, though. It looks good just with like it is. Okay. All right. And then once you've got it all done, then you want to put something on top to anchor it. And that's this piece. So let me get some dimensionals for that. So making clusters is pretty simple once you know the science. So you need a base, you need some spray, and then you need something to like sandwich it all together. It could be an image, it could be a sentiment, whatever. Your spray could be a lot of ribbon instead of like foliage. You can shred your ribbon. I've seen a lot of people shred their ribbon. I think that's really cool looking. All right, so that is our little cluster. Very pretty. And this should be ready now. Okay, and yeah, we are definitely going to have to trim that off, but that works. Let's go ahead and put some dimensionals back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make sure this baby sticks. And I like putting them halfway across a ribbon and a cardstock like that. Okay. So everybody stays stuck. Okay. And then we're just going to put that right there. Okay. We're not quite done yet. We still got to do the inside. I've been trying to remember to do my insides. Let's see, how do I want that? Yeah, I'm gonna have my angles go this way. Oops, come on. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay, so that is the front. Now for the inside, because it does need to say Merry Christmas. I took the Merry Christmas from our celebration tags, and then this is from the Magical Meadow, and I just did it in Lost Lagoon. So nothing real fancy, but it just finishes up the card for you. And open it up, and there you go. And now we're finished with our card. Now, don't forget, we have the sale. It starts tonight at midnight, but most people will get up in the morning and do it. They're trying to sleep tonight. But if you know you have to go to work tomorrow, you might if you can, because I'm afraid a lot of things will be sold out by the time you get off work tomorrow, especially white cardstock, stuff like that. A lot of like your neutral stuff, like your thread, linen thread, and the essentials twine pack, all that's on sale, and demonstrators get their discount on top of it. So those things, they're just classic pieces that you always use, and so people stock up on that stuff. Anyways, have fun tonight. Thank y'all for showing up. I'll be back Wednesday for Card Challenge Wednesday, and you all have a good night, okay? Oh, I forgot to check for questions. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me run through questions because I saw one. Inka says need, not so much. Want? Too much. Absolutely, girl. Well, I look at it this way. I have to buy this stuff anyways, eventually. I mean, as a demonstrator, I do, because I do these card tutorials with you all, but I always need white cardstock. I always need at least one pack of the colored papers. So if there's any colors that, like the old olive, I go through a lot of old olive. And I have 2 packs already, so I probably don't need another old olive tonight, but it's just things like that. Okay, I don't see any other questions. I'm looking through as fast as I can because I know you guys want to go. All right. Yeah, I don't see any more. Okay. You all have a good night tonight. Bye-bye.